Preparation for a Melbourne Cup starts the day after the Melbourne Cup's run. It starts preparing for the next year. Only a certain amount of elite horses get to the Melbourne Cup because it's 3,200 metres, 2 miles. So a lot of mileage has to be put into his or her legs. From Very Elegant's Melbourne Cup victory, we learnt that you don't have to do anything special. You need the right horse. The horse has got to be good enough. The horse has got to be fit, happy, fed, looked after, and they'll do some amazing things on race day. Typical morning at the stables is controlled chaos. Every horse has a different regime. Every horse is fed slightly different as well. The day starts pretty early in a racing stable. There's a lot to be done. Plus you've got to remember the horses need 24-hour care, and it's 365 days a year. My day starts with the rest of the team. I think it's important for the coach to be there when everyone else is there. I have a quick walk around the stables to see all the horses are safe and happy. I say good morning to the staff. The horses then go out to the track. They do their exercise. They get hosed like a shower. They get brushed. They get their feet manicured. They get pampered, they get carrots. They have a rest through the middle of the day, and then we come back again in the afternoon. Travel's an important thing with horses. They've got to get to their assignments safely and in the best possible conditions. So it's important to have good equipment, clean, and where the horse is comfortable. So cameras in the trucks, the staff go in with the horses. They sit in a separate compartment, whether it be ahead of a Melbourne Cup from Sydney, where they'll travel overnight to ensure they get there in the quickest possible time. We like to get them there with plenty of time. It's a bit like us. If we're travelling, the first couple of nights you'll be a bit restless until you get used to where you're staying. Horses are exactly the same. The longer you travel before racing, the better. The less risks of them leaving feed, so their appetite's not quite as good or being a little bit restless, because they are finely tuned athletes. They need to eat properly, they need to rest, drink well. It might be as simple as having slightly different water in Melbourne to Sydney, so we've got to try and keep everything similar. So 7 days prior is ideal. Sometimes we'll leave it for 3 days prior, but we wouldn't go any closer than that. Horses love a routine, and I guess people do as well. So we've got 3 different stables in different states of the eastern seaboard, and we try and keep everything the same. The lights go on at the same time, the staff start at the same time. The horses do the same thing, whether in Sydney, Melbourne or the Gold Coast. Keeps them content, and they know their routine and they enjoy their routine. And we look after them, they look after us. To win another Melbourne Cup would be very special. It's an iconic race. It is a race that stops the nation and the rest of the world watches from afar. The Lexus Melbourne Cup is a race that everybody wants to win. And if we could win another one, it would certainly be a great pleasure and a delight.